time to socially climb. And for her, Harry was just an entry ticket into all of those circles. Unfortunately, she found someone. She's not very intelligent. She's not very talented. Nobody in America was watching Suits. She was an actress that was living in Canada. And fortunately,
imagine giving up a kingdom, your family, and your entire identity for a fairy tale that turned into your worst nightmare. This is Prince Harry's reality. But what if Meghan Markle planned every twist from the start?
Harry despicable for trying to trash the royal family's reputation and dragging them below even what the Kardashians.
Her, and credit to her, she found someone that is dumber than her. And that's the truth, is that Harry's just not a very smart person. If there's one thing that this book definitely is not, it's a good advertisement for Eton, right? I mean, if I'm thinking about whether or not I want to send my son Eton, I'm telling.
When Prince Harry married Meghan Markle, the world cheered. It was supposed to be a new chapter, a brave escape from royal chains. But fast forward to today, Harry's not a hero. He's the tragic punchline of his own story. Instead of escaping oppression, he landed in a multi-million-dollar mansion complaining about life behind palace walls from the comfort of his Netflix-funded sofa. But how did Harry's royal rebellion turn into such a devastating downfall?
Do you think he has succeeded in damaging the monarchy, or is the biggest damage actually to the brand of himself and Meghan?
Harry's explosive memoir Spare was supposed to expose royal cruelty. Instead, it exposed something else, his entitlement. Complaining about childhood rooms, sibling rivalry, and emotional neglect, Harry painted a picture that felt more like spoiled rich kid than royal survivor. One embarrassing highlight, he quoted William Faulkner and then confessed, proudly, he didn't even know who Faulkner was. That's not authenticity, that's self-sabotage in print.
Americans were split 50-50 maybe a couple of months ago when it came to Harry and Meghan, but the problem is that they can't close their mouths and they just keep talking.
But Harry wasn't done embarrassing himself yet. Candace Owens didn't hold back when she dissected Harry's pity parade. Her verdict? Harry's memoir isn't groundbreaking, it's cringeworthy. His sob stories about sibling rivalry? Owens called them normal family dynamics. Complaining about having the smaller half of a massive bedroom in a 50-room palace isn't relatable. It's ridiculous.
And she's been a social climber from the beginning. She married somebody the first time to socially climb. And for her, Harry was just an entry ticket into all of those circles. Unfortunately, she found someone. She's not very intelligent. She's not very talented. Nobody in America was watching Suits. She was an actress that was living in Canada. And fortunately,
Harry thought sharing these traumas would earn him sympathy. Instead, he became a meme, a man who gave up a kingdom only to beg for pity. But how did Harry spiral into this PR nightmare? Before Meghan Markle met Harry, she was a small-time actress on a TV show few Americans watch.
He begins his book with a quote he says is from brainyquote.com, and then he says he found out that it was from William Faulkner and thought to himself, who the F is William Faulkner?
According to critics, Meghan didn't just stumble into royalty, she aimed for it. Her transformation wasn't magical, it was strategic. Owen says Meghan had been climbing socially for years, waiting for the perfect opportunity. And Prince Harry was the perfect target, vulnerable, grieving, and desperate for love. Did Meghan Markle stage the romance of the century? Or did she simply seize her opportunity?
It instantly lets you know how non-academic he is. And so you feel bad for him only because I do believe that he is a victim of his own stupidity. And I mean that, and I'm saying heartfelt, just so you know.
When Meghan Markle joined the royal family, race became a hot topic overnight. But here's the twist. Meghan herself rarely discussed race during her acting career. Suddenly, amid global conversations about racial justice, Meghan became the royal family's victim-in-chief. According to critics, Meghan didn't just address racism, she weaponized it. But the most devastating accusation? That Meghan intentionally kept the details vague. She dropped hints, fueled speculation, and then vanished, letting the media defend her honor. Was Meghan standing up for herself, or was she exploiting a movement for her own fame?
When Meghan and Harry were still in the royal family and living at Frogmore, I wrote an open statement on Twitter, which you can go back and look, that she was going to end up back.
Harry invokes Princess Diana at every turn, from claiming Diana guided Meghan's pregnancy test results to accusing the press of chasing Meghan like they chased his mother. Diana's memory is Harry's favorite defense. But there's one problem. Diana never betrayed her family for fame. She never published intimate family fights, never dragged relatives into televised feuds. Harry says he's honoring Diana, but is he really using her legacy as emotional cover? Owens called it perfectly. William grieved Diana privately, while Harry turned her tragedy into content. Is this respect for his mother or exploitation for sympathy?
Individual, it makes him regular. That he had the nerve to put into his book that while living in Balmoral Castle, an actual castle, he details it has 50 rooms, and his
Harry and Meghan's multi-million-dollar Netflix deal seemed golden until viewers stopped watching. Their Spotify podcast canceled after a single season. Execs even reportedly called them f***ing grifters. Suddenly, their brand, built on victimhood, was crumbling fast. Instead of empathy, they got backlash for constantly complaining from their Montecito mansion. The audience got tired of recycled grievances disguised as bombshell revelations. How did Harry and Meghan go from being America's favorite royals to celebrity embarrassments almost overnight?
He writes this one paragraph where he details how he's always been the spare, right? He's always been the spare, and that he was told explicitly, he uses the word explicitly, that he existed to perhaps provide a spare kidney or some spare bone marrow. Let me tell you, Dan, okay? I don't need fact checks. That just never happens. Nowhere in the history of
Harry didn't just walk away from the palace. He burned every bridge behind him. In his tell-all book, he exposed arguments with William, personal texts with Kate, and even private moments with the late Queen. The ultimate betrayal? Dragging Princess Charlotte, a literal child, into public gossip. Even the Kardashians wouldn't go that far. But Meghan stayed conveniently silent while Harry did the dirty work, maintaining her brand while Harry took all the heat. Was Harry manipulated into betraying his own family, or did he willingly sell out for fame? Some say Harry's behavior looks suspiciously like someone caught in emotional captivity. Friends distanced, family abandoned, Harry has become isolated, exactly how critics claim Meghan wants him. Is Harry genuinely in love or deeply manipulated? Even Candace Owens admits she feels sorry for Harry. He seems blind to the strategy unfolding around him. Harry thought he found freedom. But did he just trade palace chains for emotional ones? When Meghan called billionaire Tyler Perry a complete stranger crying about royal life, was it desperation or part of a calculated exit plan? Owens believes Meghan never intended to adjust to royal duties. Instead, she wanted the California dream, royalty without the responsibility. Suddenly, the Sussexes were living in Perry's mansion, conveniently close to Hollywood studios and Netflix executives. Was Meghan seeking refuge or orchestrating her grand escape all along? The Oprah interview was a masterstroke of public sympathy. But sympathy has limits, especially when it smells like a strategy. Fast forward to 2024, and America's patience with Harry and Meghan has evaporated. Every new complaint feels like deja vu. Every bombshell feels reheated. Americans love underdogs, but they hate whiners, especially ultra-rich ones. The fairy tale Harry and Meghan once sold has become a tiresome soap opera. Now they face a backlash they never anticipated. Will America ever forgive the couple who cried royal wolf? Prince Harry thought he found liberation in love, but ended up shackled by his own poor choices. Meghan Markle transformed from actress to duchess to strategic victim, but now risks becoming nothing but a punchline. Together, they left behind family, tradition, and their very identities, only to discover their fairy tale had an expiration date. So, was Meghan Markle a modern Cinderella or the mastermind behind the Sussex downfall? And was Prince Harry a hero breaking royal chains, or a man who burned his legacy for fleeting fame? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this royal saga isn't over yet.